Good morning, everyone. I hope that all of us, we had a very nice evening yesterday. Now we are going to start our official work with the Eurofound's forum. First, Mr. Minister for the Social Protection, Rural Development and the Geldtacht, Minister Calieri, Madam Vice President of the European Commission, Minzato. Ladies and gentlemen, you are very welcome to our Foundation Forum, which is usually organized every 4 years. This time we anticipated by 1 year, so in order to make it a part of our events related to the 50th anniversary of the agency. And this is very much why we chose also the title of the forum, which is the European social model as a factor of the European competitiveness. Yesterday I had the chance to quote a resolution of the then European Economic Communities that gave the birth of our agency 50 years ago. And it was the link exactly between economic growth, at that time they were calling it economic expansion, and the social model. At that time they were calling it to reduce disparities. The European Economic Communities was of 6 member states at that time, back in 1972. So the link between economic growth and a cohesion society and the social model has always been a part of the DNA of Eurofound since the creation of the agency. This is not that this is a trendy word now, everybody speaks about competitiveness, let's see how we can fit into that. No. And this is actually the model that we have in Europe. This is what makes Europe attractive to foreign workers, to foreign talents. That's what makes it attractive also for many people to work and live and create value on our continent. I don't say that everything is fine. Of course, all these priorities now that we have in Europe about supporting the growth, supporting the competitiveness are absolutely timely. We are living in a world where Europe needs really to adapt very quickly to that. But what we would say at Eurofound, based on our very objective and factual research, is that this is not a zero-sum game. I mean, the economic growth and the social model and the social transfer are not necessarily a zero-sum game. You can have both developing or both deteriorating. And we have some very hard figures, and if you had the time and the chance to open the background paper for the forum, which was drafted by my colleagues, led by Massimiliano Mascherini, you're going to see a number of facts proving that, not only coming from Eurofound's research, but coming from Eurostat, from the European Investment Bank, from different institutions. You would eventually see that the cost of inaction for the women outside of the labor market is about 400 billion euro per year, or 2% of Europe's GDP. So theoretically, and that's quite a conservative estimate. So if, not possible all of them, but if more women are able to work and willing to work and not do other things that prevent them from being active on the labor market, that has a huge cost. Same goes for the young people, for the so-called needs. The cost is about 100 billion per year. So this is the cost if we do nothing. If we say, oh, these guys should have some kind of interest to come back to the labor market, let's wait for that. No, if we do nothing, if there are no policies for that, then it comes at a cost. And certainly this is not helping the growth and the development. Same could go, and we could get figures for the school meals or for the help for people that are in the dire situations with vulnerabilities, being with disability or with other problems, including mental health problems, etc., etc. So wise and smart social investments are indeed an integral part not only of the European social model, but also an integral part of the growth factors that we could use in Europe, and we have lots of evidence about that. This is what the forum is going to be about. I mean, I know that we might hear, and this is the purpose of it, we might hear different opinions on these things. That's why for the forum we mostly invited people not to listen to our research, but that will listen to the stakeholders. And I'm very thankful to all of you who are taking part in the forum, but also in particular to the speakers to the forum that come from different walks of life. I mean, from employer side, from the worker side, from governments, from academia. And I'm very much looking for an intense but very interesting discussion this morning for our forum. And in order to kickstart this discussion, I have the pleasure to announce the first speaker. Actually, we had a flavor of his thought yesterday. And this is somebody who shows what is in common between King's College in London, Oxford University, Stanford University, and this is Daniel Susskind. He is academic, he is writer, he is economist in all these academic, very renowned institutions, and he's one of the leading authors in terms of what happens with the digitalization of our life and the world. And yesterday, I mean, I think myself, I would be very much interested to continue the discussion with him. But I'm sure that today we are going to have this time. So we shall start with an address, a lecture by Daniel Susskind, and then we shall have the time for questions and answers. Then, to give you a little bit an idea about the order today, then we expect the Taoiseach, the Prime Minister of Ireland, to come and address our forum. Afterwards, we are going to have a short coffee break, which is going to take place here in the room, and the coffee is going to be served here. And then we shall resume with our speakers, Vice President Minzato. Then we are going to break into 3 panels that are going to be moderated by my colleagues in research at Eurofound. And then we are going to come back for an address by the chair of the Employment Committee in the European Parliament, Lee Anderson, and for the final panel, which is also going to be very interesting. So this is the program for today, and without further ado, I suggest that we start it. So I would invite Professor Susskind to come to the stage, and I would also invite Mary McCaughey, who is our head of communication. I understand that she would come afterwards, but she's going to moderate the Q&A session with Daniel Susskind. So I disappear from the stage and I give it to somebody who can tell us very interesting things. Daniel, please.